Now, before I start the video, let me just give you a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial guru or expert. I've stayed in a couple Holiday Inns and some Motel 6s, but still not expert. But as Al Pacino in Scent of a Woman, one of my favorite movies, by the way, as he said there in that speech at the end, I've been around, you know. So take it for what it's worth. Hey gang, what a difference a day makes. I tried to make this video twice yesterday and wind was just howling. Still pretty heavy day, but today we're going to talk about small business credit cards, small business line of credit, small business loans. What's the difference? Do you even need it for your handyman business or your service business? Do you need any of that? Stay tuned because we're going to talk about it. Okay, first, let's go over the difference between each of those things that I just listed. The small business credit card, small business loan, or a small business line of credit. Now, small business credit card is just what it sounds like. It's a credit card, and you have a line of credit on that credit card, but it has your business name on it. And if you're in this business and you're using your personal cards to purchase business supplies and expenses and stuff with, you are making a huge mistake. That's a huge no-no. At the very least, get you a debit card, one of those. If you don't have the credit to get you a credit card, then get you one of those prepaid debits with your business name on it. Capital One is a company that jumps to my mind. I had one for my home inspection business here when I started here. I didn't hardly use it. I mean, I already had all the supplies, but I just had it with my name on it. So anyway, the credit card is basically a credit card. Now, there are some advantages of a business credit card over a personal credit card, and I'll get into those later. Now, a small business loan is a loan you take out for your small business. Typically, that loan, when you apply for it, you're going to be applying for a very specific thing. Buy me a pickup, buy me a trailer, ladders, etc., etc. Because the bank's going to want to know what that you're using that loan for. A small business line of credit, it's kind of like a credit card. You may have, the bank may say, okay, Mr. ABC Handyman, your personal credit, you have exceptional personal credit, so we're going to give you, we think we can trust you with $50,000. And so you have a line of credit up to $50,000. That doesn't mean you have to spend $50,000. Maybe you find I don't know, a trailer full of tools for $20,000, and you can go down and I'll cut you the check for $20,000. It's a lot more flexible than a small business loan. So that's in a nutshell. If you need more details, you got Google. So anyway, now that we know the difference between a small business credit card, small business loan, or a small business line of credit, let's look at the pros and advantages of each. Okay, so what's the advantages of a business credit card over, say, a personal credit card? Well, for one, you usually get a lot more perks with a business credit card. The banks like to loan money to people with good credit scores and even mediocre credit scores. So you'll find that there's sometimes a lot more perks. You got rewards. Sometimes the rewards for business cards are better. Also, it's easier to qualify for a business credit card than it is for a business line of credit most of the time. And you also want to remember that a business credit card or a business line of credit can give you kind of access to quick funds if you need them. Let's say you're out and your engine blows and hey, Mr. Ricker, come get my pickup, take it over to ABC Good Old Boy Garage, and you can have them paid right there. You know, I wasn't expecting to replace my engine today, but I have a line of credit and I can get it working. Okay, now that we've talked about the advantages of a business credit card and a small business line of credit, some of the advantages are the same. The biggest advantage, in my opinion, is that they're flexible. So you can use them for just about anything, kind of like a credit card. But unlike a small business loan, it's usually more specific. Another advantage of business cards is they help you and your business build credit. Now on the flip side, if you default on loans or you're late on loans, they can also go against you and hurt your credit. So you have to keep that in mind as well. And we done talked about rewards. Sometimes the rewards are better for certain business cards, and you really want to shop around before choosing a business credit card. Now let's look at some of the disadvantages of having business credit card or a business line of credit or a small business loan for that matter. On some business cards, the interest rates can be really up there, especially if your credit is not perfect. So you want to watch out for that when you're looking for a business credit card. Another disadvantage is some of these business cards, consumer cards has, they have many protections under them. Business cards, a lot of them, not so much. They're not the lenders are not required to have those same protections put in place. So you really want to look into that before you choose a business credit card. Probably one of the biggest disadvantages of having business credit, whether it's a credit card, line of credit, or loan. Actually, I say this is more for credit cards and line of credit, is the temptation to buy things that really don't need. Oh man, that F-350 sure looks like I need that. Yeah, it's 60 grand, but my F-150 is just, it does the job, but I really want that F-350. We all fall into that, I think, sometimes. And for some people, I look at credit a lot of times like drinking. You ask a drunk if he has a problem with drinking, 9 times out of 10, hey, I ain't got no problem drinking. I can drink all night, or something like that, So, same way with credit too. People say they don't have no problem with credit, yet they have to start one job to pay for the job they're on. Because they're so leveraged and backed up. But they'll tell you they don't have a problem with credit. So that's the biggest thing I see with one of the biggest things I see with credit. It's just for some people, the temptation to go put something on credit, something they don't need, is too great, and before you know it, they're maxed out. Something comes along, they can't make a couple payments, and then they are screwed for a long time. One of the things that got me thinking about this whole line of credit or not credit for a handyman business or any service business was a couple days ago in one of the Facebook forums. I believe it was Alan Stevenson, I think it's Stevenson. Sorry, Alan, for butchering your name. Brought up or made a post about how he had used business credit to take advantage of some of the opportunities, and it helped him grow his business. And I saw the advantages that he listed there. My dad started a drilling business with SBA loan, and I can remember him and Mom, I was probably, I don't know, 12, 13 years old at the time, and I can just remember it was a very stressful time. Running around, they getting their all the paperwork in order, filling out all the forms, just all this stuff, and it's just like, man, I didn't understand it. I just knew my mom and dad were stressed, and that they were my dad was trying to start a business. But he got the loan, grew his business, he bought equipment with that loan. He eventually developed a line of credit, a very huge line of credit, whereas if he needed something, he would just call up the bank, hey, I'm going to be down there in an hour, I need a check cut for this, I'm buying this. Okay, Mr. Lawson, come on down, we'll have it ready for you. Did that for years and years, and it was amazed me, and he ended up buying I think two smaller drilling businesses later on after he got big. So it is something that, yes, you can grow your business, can grow fairly fast. I believe Alan bought a duct cleaning business, or went in partners with it, I can't remember which. I think he bought the duct cleaning business, duct, not quack quack duct, not that kind of duct, and went in partners with an HVAC company. So, and as well as buy stuff like utility trailer, enclosed trailer, and some other equipment for his handyman business. So yes, you can do that, and yes, it does work. But on the flip side, I used credit in my home inspection business, and there wasn't a lot of overhead, but there was still things, and when the fuel pump went out on my truck, $900, I needed it fixed that day. And I got it fixed that day. Luckily, it went out in the morning, got it towed, got it fixed. They worked a little overtime, but they got me back on the road by 7 o'clock that afternoon. Man, could have paid cash for it, but it allowed me to keep my cash and pay, credit. So definitely something to think about. But I really see a one-man handyman business, or one man with maybe a couple helpers or something. I'm of the ilk now. I went through Dave Ramsey in 2005, and I believe you're better off if you're a small business, especially if you want to remain a small business, or one operator, or maybe a guy with 2 helpers or something like that. You're better off debt-free with cash in the bank, 3 to 6 months of expenses at least in the bank. Those times like we're in now, that can come in real handy. A lot of us are slow now. Some of you can't work. Some of you in states are someplace where the government's, even though it's unconstitutional, and we won't go there, but we won't chase that squirrel today. But still, they'll tell you have to stay at home, and so you can't work. But what if this goes on 3 or 4 months? Do you have that many expenses put up? No. Yeah, all these utility companies and stuff are saying, well, we'll defer. We won't shut your power off. We won't shut your water off. We'll defer it. But you know what? When this is over, guess who's going to come looking for their money? And they might not want it all at one time. They may well let you pay it out. But guess what? It just means bigger payments you got. Bigger payments above what you would have had. And that's going to be stressful for a lot of companies, a lot of people. And if you can, my best advice, if you can, keep paying your utility payments and your house payments, stuff like that. I don't have a house payment. Of course, I rent this place, but that's about to change too. But anyway, so big advantage if you, especially if you're small, of being debt-free with money in the bank. Another disadvantage of or con to having a business credit card, a business line of credit, or something is what I touched on before. Miss a payment, miss several payments, get behind, maybe go over your limit a couple times. All that can have a negative effect on your personal credit score and credit ranking. So I know nobody thinks that they're going to miss a payment or go, but you know what? Times like these right here, Yes, some of them are deferring payments, but then again, when we get out of this, and we're going to get out of this, and we're going to come out probably stronger than we went in, it's going to hurt a lot of us. And I'm afraid some of y'all probably go out of business. I don't want to see that. But when we come out of this, people going to want their money back. Utility companies going to be wanting their money back. Car companies going to be wanting their money for their cars. Mortgage companies going to be wanting their money for the homes. And yeah, they'll probably work with you, but there's only so much of that will go. And so if you're strung out on consumer debt or business debt, and you don't have no business, and when they say it's okay, go back to work or whatever, you still have no work, but they want their money, it's going to really affect you. And I think we'll see a lot of there's a huge, sorry, squirrel, no, in this case bumblebee, huge bumblebee flying around here behind the camera. I thought it was a carpenter bee, but no, it's a bumblebee. So anyway, when they're going to be wanting their money back. So I'm afraid we're going to see a lot of loans come due that people don't have money to pay, and that's going to affect you personally, and it's going to affect your business as well. So there again, if you're debt free, you have cash in the bank, and you're pretty golden about right now. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Take this time to help the channel out. I'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe below. Leave me a comment about what you think about business credit, and whether or not it's good for your business or any business. I'm sure some of y'all have heard tales of people who grew their business greatly with credit, and some that not so much. So anyway, so let me know. I appreciate it, and I hope this video finds everybody well and safe, and y'all stay that way. Donald, bluecollardiy.com. Don't forget the website at bluecollardiy.com. Thank y'all. I'm out.